Here's part 6 of With Deku Had Green Flames. During the training camp, they are doing the same training in canon. But for Deku, he did some different training. He felt it's the perfect time to boost his stamina, speed, and moral status. So the Wawa Pussycats accept the terms. They watched him hunt very ferociously and scary like. It was so scary the Wawa Pussycats thought, is this kid human or the devil? But Isuku always stayed right beside the animals he killed for the last moments. Because in his mind, not being there for someone who's dead is the worst thing anyone can do. At the end, they were failing to do the same scare tactic as in canon, but he noticed that a big muscular man with a mask was trying to go hunting, but not hunting for animals, for a little kid who hated that muscular man since the day he first laid eyes on him. Muscular. Isuki knew he had to save Fakota, so he ran up the mountain and made Kota dodge that attack of Muscular that was sure to be fatal. Muscular thought, who's this green-haired runt? Isuku said, I'm the guy who promised to protect this kid from people like you. You're the one who killed his parents, and now he hates all heroes for it. Muscular said, that's not my fault. I just wanted to kill. They wanted to save people. In the end, I got what I wanted. And he's blaming me for their death. Ichigo got angry and started breathing green flames at him, thinking, what are you talking about? Not taking the blame for what you done? It's the worst thing you can ever do to someone. Ichigo and Muscular were having a ferocious battle, causing wind pressure to go all out. The punch for punch, kick for kick. It was like a bloodbath of green and red. The red being Muscular, the green being the Emerald Dragon, or Deku. They were both good fighters, but Isuki knew he had to burn off the muscle tissue that protect his body. So he started to breathe green flames at each muscle tissue, then struck Muscular's head, knocking him out. Koto said, why did he do that? He could have killed you. Isuki told him, my life is not as important as the people. My first priority is to save someone. If saving someone means stopping a villain, so be it. As long as you are safe. Koto now sees Deku as his hero. Nobody else. So Isuku put Koto on his back and told Asawa to take him somewhere safe. Then he went back to the fight. But instead of Bakugo being captured by the villains, Isuku was captured instead. Isuku said, help me here, please. Then he was captured. They are making a plan about how to save Isuku because he was the only one among us who truly was a hero in heart and spirit. Even his warrior heart and spirit made him a better hero than any of us. Everybody agreed to this and made a plan. Back at the headquarters, they asked the question, so Midoriya, instead of being a hero, how about you be a villain with us? You can have whatever you want. Destroy anyone you want. What do you say? Izuku said, never. I'd rather die than not being a hero than be some lousy villain. Shigaraki said, have it your way, as he was about to put out a hand, but they were interrupted by a knock on the door saying, did someone order a pizza? The Almighty passed through the door saying, with an exercise of justice, the battle in the headquarters started. It felt like it was 2 hours long, but it was only 17 minutes and 59 seconds until the ultimate villain arrived. All for one. All for One and All Might fought ferociously until Izuku Midoriya steps in with his emerald green fire, saying, I'm not gonna let you fight this one alone, All Might. All Might said, Kid, he will kill you and me. Well then, we'll die together for the safety of this great town and the safety of these wonderful people. He nodded and said, let's take him out, son. You got it, All Might. 2-on-1, they had All For One on the ropes until he fired a strange black and red tendril at Izuku. Izuku saw this, but it was a little bit too late because it gave him a little scar on his cheek. But that scar will heal and go away within 3 months. Izuku said, really? The scar on my eye won't heal, but this one will. As All Might punched off one right in the face, knocking him out and making him win. After a few months, All For One was still arrested. And now word goes around about the Ikusa boss overhaul, you could say, was hurting a little girl named Eri. In fact, her blood was the secret of erasing quirks permanently, since her quirk was called Rewind. So they decided to make it their mission to save that little girl. He did patrolling with Mirio. Mirio said, so, Izuku, why you call yourself the Emerald Dragon? Deki said, well, Mirio, I can breathe fire. I can breathe fire like a dragon. And my fighting style is forceful and vicious and quite powerful like a dragon. And my quirk allows me to breathe emerald green flames. Thus, give me the title, Emerald Dragon. Mia thought it was cool until someone bumped into them. It was a little girl with red eyes, long hair, with one horn, with bandages all over her. It confirms it to Izuku that this is Eri, except for Mirio. The same interaction happened in canon, except before the Yakuza boss can attack, Izuku punched him in the face and picked up Eri, saying, Eri, I'm gonna take you to somewhere safe where you can be happy and safe. Do you understand? Eri nodded and started to run to you, Eri. There are no people around, so the Yakuza boss press out and raise and make pillars and sharp objects off the ground. So, and a few weeks pass, and Eri sees Izuku as her big brother. So Ethan come during his class to hug him and pet his green hair. Other girls thought this would be adorable because she's like a little sister to Izuku and Izuku a big brother to Eri. But as usual, Conrad would get really jealous because he was trying to get all the ladies. But he didn't have time for that. Since it was gonna be the time where he had to fight the Yakuza boss. And that fight would start in 2 days' time. On the second day, they're both in an alley waiting for overhaul. Now we'll finally see this true fight. Iron versus fire, power versus strength. Who will win? The Yakuza or Emerald Dragon? The fight begins with the Yakuza boss doing Pona Todoroki and summons sharp objects to Izuku. He dodged and punched him right in the face. Where this was easily going to knock him out, but it would take more than that. And he went into his form you saw at Cannon, and the real fight had begun. Pound from pound, kick from kick, fire to fire. They were all scared and concerned for Izuku because they don't think this is the one battle he could win. But he didn't give up. He thinks if he dies now, he won't pursue his dream. So they keep on fighting and fighting until he breathed fire at the torso, punching the Yakuza boss, knocking him out. He had won the battle, and with that, the Yakuza boss was sentenced 3 years to the Yakuza boss lost. And with the villains, yes, they do get rid of his arms as punishment for not doing the mission right. After that, Izuku was outside playing with Eri, and Eri said, "Can I have an apple?" Izuku thought it was cute how she said apple, so he gave her a bright red apple that was ripe for picking and eating. She smiled and ate the apple. Mio wanted to say, Izuku, you're a much better hero than any of us here. Izuku was confused at this statement because he didn't know what he meant. He decided to take it as a compliment and said, "Thanks, I guess. But I only try to be a good hero. In fact, I was trying to be the best hero I can be." Mio said, "Well, you always succeeded. Have a good day, Emerald Dragon." The day ended with Izuku putting Eri to bed. And since the music festival was coming up, he decided to write a little song. He called it "The Emerald Flames of Heaven." They played it for the music festival and they all cried out, saying that was the best song they have ever heard. And that was the end of the music festival. And guys, this was the end of part 6 and season finale of What If Deku Have Emerald Flames.